This feels so good. This is what I had to do today.
Good morning, and we're live.
Hey. You got it. If it don't go after 3 times, don't waste no more time with it. Do a manual, apply it to the same self-checkout, and do away with it. Start a new one.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of In My Element with Neil, and I'm your co-host, Turk Ray. And as you can see, Neil is up there with her Shatsu massager on. I have one of those as well. Morning, Ama. There's some more people on, but they're not in the chat, so I can't say good morning because I don't know who it is. But good morning, everybody on. Yep. I'll be leaving early today. Time for more shots. Today I go and get the 4th shot in my right knee. Thursday I go and get this will be the 5th shot on the right knee. And Thursday I'll get the 4th shot on my left knee. Yep. And this is the brace that goes on your leg that I was telling everybody about. It goes on your thigh and on your calf. That's why it gives you that flexibility in the joint right here. So you can, when you're walking, that bends with you. And this part right here actually goes up against the side of your kneecap so that it puts pressure on it, and it's got, let me show you. Is that one busy mama on here this morning? Good morning, special guest. Should we need to send you a link? I ain't seen you in so long. Welcome. Well, anyway, with this brace, you take this Allen wrench, and it goes in here, and when you turn it, it actually makes this pad on the side where your knee is, right here, push up against the knee, and it opens it. So it keeps it open so that the hyaluronic gel that they shoot into your knee can get into all of the spaces. And it keeps you from being bone on bone, so that gel can get in there and provide that pad in between until your cartilage grows back. That's what this gel does. It provides a pad so that you can naturally regenerate your own cartilage. So that's what the whole osteoarthritis program is about. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll be able to run, jump, and give me my mobility back. So when I'm fishing and it's in a bad area and you have to jump from rock to rock and all that type of stuff, I'll be able to do it and not go into tears, from the pain. Hey, what's up, Daybreak? We got the crew on this morning. Karen Dickinson, Lee. Shoot, all we need now is for JB and Frugal to show up, and we cooking with gas. Yep. So I'll be here until 8:40, some people's time. Eastern time, I'll be out of here at 9:40 because it's 9 o'clock here. I'm in the ATL, and 8 o'clock if you're Midwest and going back the other way until you get to Cali. Then it's 3 hours difference. But we don't have nobody on here from Cali this morning, I don't think. I know we do have a couple of people from Cali that come on. So I just hope everybody that lives in Cali is safe. I actually got in contact with Lisa Chianci yesterday, so she's doing well. The fire's not affecting her. Matter of fact, she was dressed up getting ready to go on a date. So everything was good with her. So I was just checking on her. She's the only one that I know that lives in Northern California. I have a few friends in Oregon, but the fire isn't close to them because we have fires everywhere. Montana. I mean, these are places that usually don't have drought fires like that. But last year was the start of something new. Oregon lost thousands of acres last year. California is pretty much a part of their system now because folks just go and thump cigarettes out the window and set that stuff on fire every year, and then they can't figure out how these fires are starting. But that's pretty much what's going on, with the global warming. It's all over in Europe this year, where, it's always damp and moist in the UK and humid and cloudy. It's a dreary type of country. They don't get a whole lot of sunshine, direct sunshine anyway. Not if you get 4 days of sun over there in a week, that's real good. But they have been burning up over there. In Spain, they're burning up. France, it's just ridiculous, the global warming, the stuff that's burning. And over in South America, they're setting it on fire so that they can use the land for grazing cattle. So if they do that, though, it's not going to be harmful because you can use grazing cattle as long as they're eating grass on the land that you're actually clearing out for them to pasteurize on. Actually helps the global warming. Watch the movie Kiss the Ground on Netflix, and it'll explain how it works. It's really simple and great. Yep.
I just want to say happy birthday, busy mama. Happy birthday, busy mama. Happy birthday, busy mama. Happy birthday, busy mama. Happy birthday. Now, the party is August 27th. I sent invites at 3 o'clock this morning. Why was it 3 o'clock this morning? Because I was up working. And I'm back working, right?
New England, busy mama say New England is burning up too. And that's unheard of. That's up by New England is by Connecticut and Maine. That's a lot of trees and forests up there. And it's usually not that hot up there because that's getting up towards Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and all up that way. It's cold up there all the time. And now they're getting to be 85, 90 degrees up in Canada. So you know it's definitely global warming and it's affecting the planet.
That's where you deposit the money now, Carla.
Yep. Frugal and Busy Mama's birthday. The mamas like
that's what you couldn't
JB said. Happy birthday to the mamas.
It took the other money, right?
Let me mute T. Yep, but it was just an incredible movie. You got to check that out, though. Oh, Busy Mama say hers was 7/3. I thought your birthday was this weekend too. That's all right. What we're gonna do is go through the list on the show, and the regulars that come on here, we're gonna get everybody's birthday together, so we'll have notice of when the birthdays are coming up. Hey, Karen Dickerson. Good morning. Yep. So, Busy Mama, what'd you think about message that Biden sent to China by killing this terrorist guy, saying, you know, if you do anything to the United States, we don't care if it's 20 years later, we'll hunt you down and exterminate you. That's not how he said it. I'm being a little nicer than he was. He was being kind of tough yesterday with how he worded it. But here y'all worrying about something that done happened 20 years ago, and you want to get the leader, Al Qaeda, and all of that stuff. What about Putin over there? And China? You know Russia and China will work hand in hand against the United States and the UN. and that would be the war of all wars, and they'd just blow this whole planet up, you know, because if they fight this war, if China and the United States gets into a war, where they gonna fight it at? That's a hell of a question. Where's the battleground gonna be? There's no land in between. It's not going to all be fought over the ocean either. It's not going to be just Navy and Air Force. These leaders of the world are crazy as hell. They really are. You know, they get power struck, especially these ones like in China and Russia, because they don't have no rules. And the ones here in the United States pretty much the same. They got rules, they just don't follow them. So, you know, I don't know. They rather kill everybody and destroy the earth, you know, than to get along, you know. You know, they've got weaponry where you don't even have to have soldiers with boots on the ground, as they say. Because look at how they killed this guy from Al Qaeda. They sent a drone. How do you blow up somebody in their own house and their family is in there, but none of the family members get killed, and you blew this guy up with a missile? I don't know how that's possible. I really don't. It had to have been some collateral damage, but they're not putting that on the news. They probably killed that man's family the same way they did bin Laden. Just blow up everybody, and Saddam Hussein. A tracking device, maybe. Yeah, well, you know, for money, your people will flip you and let somebody else take your spot after they set you up. That's how they usually do it. Your second in command, they offer them some money and then kill you. That's what they did with al-Maliki, who was actually an Iranian that was living in Iraq, that's still in Iraq. How are you Iranian and you a prime minister in another country? I don't get that. But the power of the United States put him in there. And he actually helped set up not bin Laden, Saddam Hussein. Yep. And he was in a bunker, and they blew up the bunker with Saddam Hussein and his sons, Uday, and Uday, or whatever their name was. But they killed the whole family, and Maliki took his spot, and Iraq has been getting robbed of their finances ever since, because they took their money, and the world banks set the price of the money. So it was a sanctioned move. That's what they call it. You know, when they put sanctions on the country, where they devalue your money. So Iraqi dinar used to be $3.29 more than the American dollar, because their money was asset backed. But when they killed Saddam Hussein, they devalued the money, and so they started using the American dollar. They pegged it to the dollar, so you could go and turn in your dinar and say your dinar, you got a $25,000 bill of dinar, and then you go and turn it in for American dollars so that you can spend the money in the country to purchase food and whatever you need for your household, because the dinar has no value. You have to go to these auctions, and when you turn the money into the auction, you get them $25,000 and probably get back like $15. $10, something crazy like that, because you could buy $1 million worth of dinar for like $1,500. It's worth like a quarter of a penny per dollar. But they're supposed to, once they get their government seated and the United States is out of there, they're supposed to go back to using their own money and putting the value of their money back into play. And the people over in the country are starving because they've been waiting for about 13 to 15 years for that money to change back over, and they haven't done it yet. Sanctions should not run that long on the country. But the United States wants the dollar to continue to be used over there. So that's why they're dragging it out. Because, you know, when other countries use your money, it puts value on internationally to your money. So the dollar, you can go just about in any country in the world and use American money. But that's slowly being changed because people are tired of the control that the United States and the euro has put over their countries in devaluing their money. Even though the World Bank doesn't devalue it, it's just like if you go to Mexico and you got $100 and you go over there and you got 100,000 pesos, you know, you balling out of control. You know, with $100, that's going to be changed over this, over the planet, because people want their money to have equal value to the dollar and the euro and the yuan. That's the Chinese money. So I don't know when it's going to take into effect, but Busy Mama say Biden is trying to change the subject. So he is, But Nancy Pelosi got big balls not to be a guy to want to fly over to Taiwan. And the only reason China is threatening Taiwan is because the world is allowing Putin to just go over there and gangster the Ukraine. He don't care nothing about no sanctions. He don't give a damn. You know, Russia is not hurting for money. It's not hurting for intel. That's why they backed up out of the international space program. They're going to build their own space station. They say the hell with everybody else. They're not putting no more money into it. And they've already taken all of their people out of the space station. And they're going to build their own. They're starting their own program. So it's really getting crazy. And I wanted to talk about the people in Kentucky. You know, I know it's a lot of racist folks there, but boy, they need some prayer there. They really need some help, y'all. I mean, there's 37 people dead and hundreds to thousands of people that are unaccounted for that they can't find. And when I seen them kids, you know, that hurt when you see them kids getting took out. I don't give a damn what their parents did. The kids are innocent. You know, and if this don't touch the hearts of the leaders of this country to do something about global warming and get programs going, you know, this is the type of thing that's going to be happening every year. You know, places that get water are going to get more. Places where it's hot and cold are starting to switch. That's what's happening because the South Pole and the North Pole are warming up and these glaciers are melting. It's putting more water on the planet. It's going to shrink the size of usable land. And nature is the strongest force on this planet. Yep. And Daybreak say they've been had space research long time ago. Yeah, research, but they wasn't building places for people to live in space like they are now. They got space stations. You know, like you see, not Star Trek, I forget the name of the other one, where they were actually living in space. It was a TV program that they had, and they had a space station. But you know, they're trying to figure out a way to move to space. You know, they want to keep going out and moving further away from the planet with information. And let them keep doing it, because then they're going to find exactly what they're looking for. Yep, and that's for sure. And it's going to be not an alien life form. It's going to be a super intelligent. Yeah, lost in space. That's it. Thanks, Lee. They're gonna find just what they're looking for. Life outside of our own. And believe me, they're gonna be a hell of a lot smarter than us. And you know what? The powers that be, you know, if they can't control it, they're going to try to kill it. And that's going to be hell to tell the captain, because they're going to be laughing at them like, y'all little weapons y'all got ain't nothing. And then we already got proof that there's been different life forms that have been on this planet, starting with the Anunnaki all the way back in the times before Jesus walked the planet. What's up, Maroons? Good morning. Just chatting it up a few minutes. I got to go to the doctor today. T is going to have to close out the show, or either I'm just going to have to close the show out early because I got to go and get this last couple of shots. I think I got 2 more weeks after this week to get shots. So I go today and Thursday, and then I'll make appointments for the following week. Yep, so I can get this over with. So I can start wearing these braces and I can start walking and exercising again. Because, man, just sitting around and not being able to walk like usual, I have really gotten stiff. But my range of motion is greater. So I know it's working because I can bend my knee further back than I could before. So I guess it's allowing the calcium buildup that's from my kneecaps to my femur to decalcify with that movement, because I can feel it. So when that's breaking that up, that'll give me better range of motion. So I'm hoping that it get good enough to where my knees start floating again. Did Neela talk to the 5-foot giant yet? I don't know. That's the rapper. I don't know. I guess we can ask her after she get through fussing at these people that keep messing up. or just she's training on their job. Yep. But Kentucky really tore up, y'all. We just really got to. I just feel some kind of way about them people in Kentucky. And Kentucky is really a beautiful state, and it's got a lot of lakes, a lot of rivers, and but they're getting pounded. They're getting pounded. They got water again last night, so I know they've gotten more damage. But it's kind of like looking at Kentucky going through almost what black people went through in Katrina. I saw people wading in the water. It's not as much because New Orleans is below sea level. They're in the mountains and it's flooding. So they get mudslides and all kind of stuff, and it's blocking roads that keep the equipment from getting in. They actually had to take the equipment off the trucks, clear the road to allow the trucks, put the equipment back on the trucks so that they can get through to go and help the people. And then bridges have been taken out by houses, which has shut down being able to cross. So they have these barges that they use for bridges. And so I don't know how they're gonna do it, going in such a small river with such a large barge, to use where they can set it up to where you can cross. They usually put 2 or 3 of them together for emergencies, so that you can supply train stuff to areas that are restricted because the bridges have been washed out. So they'll figure out if they have to chopper stuff in, the government got the money and the Army Corps engineers, they know how to divert water and all of that. But when it's a flood, there ain't no diverting nothing. When nature take over, you can't do nothing but ride the wave until it's over. Yep. So Trump is in Michigan, and his new line is Save America. But he's trying to get his Trump cronies in positions of power. Trump-backed GOP gubernatorial candidate in Michigan painted as an established candidate. Yep. Then, like Dave Chappelle say, Trump is just singing poor white people's greatest hits. And so he got all of the rednecks backing him because, he backs, their ignorance, with the same ignorance from himself. And so he's actually ruined the Republican Party. They shouldn't have never let him run under them. But they thought he was going to be great for the party. Now he done took over the party, and the people that was in power, they ain't got no more control. He ruined them. Well, Daybreak, we'll talk to you later. She says she got to go. But she shared, check out my reels if you can. Find them. You know I love music and photography and comedy. Okay, well, you had to come on here and tell everybody where you at, so we know where to go. Come on here tomorrow morning, and we'll put a link in so you could come on and talk about it, so we can put you out there. So have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Yep. Say Michigan holds the key primaries for Republican nominations, and the governor there is a Republican, and he's not as radical as this other lady that's trying to get his spot. So they trying to get him out of there. Illinois declared outbreak and public health emergency, and California declared state of emergency to help expand resources such as vaccines to prevent and spread the monkeypox. San Francisco also declared emergency last week, but line for clinic offering vaccines still stretched for 4 blocks yesterday. Sheriff office says San Francisco has nearly 40% of California's roughly 800 cases, according to Friday's public health data. And that's for monkeypox. How monkeypox just come out and they already got a vaccine for it? Make you say, You know that's some bull. New York is declared the same thing, public health emergency, a state disaster emergency, and that was last week. Every week there's something new. Numbers going up in North Carolina for monkeypox, Alicia said. They just creating these diseases, and they just, soon as one die, they pop in another one. New York got more than 1,200 cases. And they haven't told you how you contract it. Is it through touch? Is it airborne? What about? We got over 5,800 cases nationwide. While they emergency orders to boost vaccination, 10 states have requested 50% or less of the Geno's vaccine federal government allocates to them, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, which says numbers raise questions about how quickly their at-risk populations can get protected. I know they making mucho money, these pill companies. That's crazy. So that was a secret plan to get that Bin Laden's #1 man. He had a tight circle of senior advisors. 2 Hellfire missiles were fired into a balcony of the safe house, and multiple streams of evidence confirms Zawahiri, however you say it, was killed. Officials say Biden's authorized precise strike last week. Among the preparations for Saturday's strike was a small-scale model of Zawahiri's house, and constructed by Intel officials and placed inside the White House Situation Room for Biden to examine as he debated his options. Throughout the months-long effort to plan the strike, man, I don't know. Hey, good morning, Sapphire. Magnolia Queen. And if y'all missed it yesterday, go and watch Jones' cooking show on Mondays. And you could go on there and watch the replay. She made shrimp and grits yesterday. And I wish I was in the kitchen. The brother could have got a plate. And it looked fire. Yep. And what I like, Joan run her kitchen like somebody's mama. Don't put your hand over and get nothing out of this pot. She had that type of attitude. I was reading some of the comments, and somebody was saying she run her kitchen. She don't play that about her kitchen. She run her kitchen like my mother. And you know, like everybody else's mama, you know, when they in the kitchen, stay your ass out of it, or you got in big trouble. Hey, Nanny T, Annette Scott, my sister. Monkeypox has been around since the late 50s. So how did it resurface? So they're bringing out old diseases and putting it out back in the population. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Oh, and monkeypox is through touch. Well, don't be hugging and touching on nobody and touching stuff everywhere. You better wear some gloves when you're in the store. My kitchen, my rules. That's what Magnolia be saying. The Magnolia Queen be calling them shots in the kitchen. Yep, but I got about 2 or 3 more minutes, and I got to get off of here because I got to go to the doctor. And Neela is still on here going full steam, so I don't even know if she's going to be able to close out the show. So if she can't, I'm going to just have to shut it down, y'all. Ain't nothing I can do. It'll be a short show today. So we'll find out in a minute what Neela's going to do. But tomorrow, I will be talking about global warming and the movie Kiss the Ground that's on Netflix. It's a documentary on global warming. And I'll also be talking about permaculture and food forests. You know, and this is things that we can do to produce food for ourselves, even if you're in an urban area, tight spaces, and you want to grow vegetables and grow plants that can keep coming back every year. Perennial plants are the kind that come back every year. Annual plants you have to replace every year. So We'll be talking about vegetables and fruits that you can grow that are perennial, which means you don't have to ever dig them up and replace them. You just let them keep coming back every year. And hey, there's Frugal. What's up, Frugal? We was talking about you earlier. Busy Mama came on for a few minutes this morning. Yep. T was singing happy birthday to the mamas and everything. So her butt better get ready to come on this show because I'm getting ready to close out if she can't come on because I got to go get my shots. And so I'm going to get ready to get out of here. So let me unmute her and see what the dilly is. Ms. Adams. Are you gonna be able to?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hold on, give me 1 second.
She talking about give her 1 second. I'm finna go to the doctor. I do not like being late for nothing. Even though sometimes it ain't nothing you can do about it. But I'm not finna get caught in no traffic that I gotta put my brace on.
All right. So, everybody, I did send out invites for the party, the celebration for the 2-year anniversary for the talk show. You all should have received it. If you have not received the invite, let me know. DM me. Hey, Frugal and all y'all, Annette and all y'all. If you did not receive an invite for the party, let me know. DM me. Not here. I will not see that message here. So go into my messenger if we're connected on Facebook and DM me. If you're not connected on Facebook, but you have my personal cell, DM me so I can send you an invite. Because I do need a calculation. Okay, I need to say this. If you're not coming, don't say you are. I'm calculating who's coming according to how I'm going to cook. I'm not going to cook all this food and have money just wasted. It's not going to be that way. I ain't filthy rich like that, and I don't believe in waste because there's too many homeless people out here still looking in garbage cans. So I will send you an invite. Be honest. If you're gonna come. If you ain't, just say it. You ain't gonna make me mad. What will piss me off though is if you have me waste my damn money on food that I know I don't need to buy because you ain't there. So I'm letting y'all know now. Don't have me in your eye. No, just through this screen. Bam. But no, I sent out the invites last night on the Real Deal for Real. I did send out the invites last night. If any of you all did not receive it, let me know. I will send it to you, but DM me so I'll know that you didn't get it, and I will send it out to you directly. And do what you need to do, say what you need to say or whatever, and then it'll come back to me and it'll let me know the count of who all's coming. It is August 27th. Read the invite thoroughly. Read it thoroughly. So you'll understand. I ain't gonna go through the if, ands, or buts with you about it right now. But read it thoroughly. Turk is on his way to his doctor's appointment. So I'm working. So we are shutting it down early today. But I do want to say God bless all of you all. Be safe out there. Keep yourself safe. Put God first before you do anything this morning and today. It's really it's been crazy, y'all. It's been crazy going on around this world. It's unheard of, and it's stuff that we've never seen before. And so, keep yourself safe, prayed up, protected, and do all those good things. Hey, Jonathan, we heading out though, Jonathan. I did send invites for the party. Once again, I sent invites for the celebration. Please.
I'm out, y'all. Peace. I holler to you. I'm gone.
Okay, please elect if you're going to show up or not. Okay. It has a few selections on there you can select. So let me know. I do need a count. I will need to know this by no later than August 20th because of what I have to prepare. So I need you all to be honest. If you coming, you coming. If you ain't, you ain't. It's okay. I ain't gonna be mad at you. It's gonna be some people here anyway. So I just thought I'd let y'all know that. So if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. That's understandable. If you can make it in from out of town or wherever you are, that would be great. We do have motels and hotels close by, within at least 5 miles. So within at least 10 miles, I'd say. About 8 miles, I'd say. Close round within a sphere circle of 8 miles. So do make sure you select the proper thing and let me know. God bless all of you all. Don't forget to reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a prayer, a bottle of water, or whatever it may take. Whatever the Spirit puts on your heart to give, give. Let it go. Don't hold on to it. And remember this: love, peace, soul, and hair grease. And if your scalp is itching, God dog it, get your butt in that bathroom and wash your head before you condition. End the story. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on what? In My Element with who? Neela and Turk Ray. God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. All right, ladies, you understand it?